Gervonta "Tank" Davis, one of boxing's most electric talents, is caught up in one of the sport's most fierce and intricate rivalries. This feud, especially with his old mentor and promoter Floyd Mayweather, has piqued the interest of fans and pundits alike. Davis and Mayweather's relationship has deteriorated from a close collaboration to a bitter schism, with both sides trading barbs both inside and outside the ring. Tank Davis, noted for his explosive knockouts and aggressive style, will defend his lightweight title against Roach Jr. on March 1st. However, while the fight itself promises to be an exciting matchup of boxing styles, the drama surrounding Tank's connection with Floyd Mayweather has taken center stage in recent months. The public spat between the two began when Mayweather began disparaging the younger fighter in interviews, including one with Fight Hype, in which Floyd voiced dissatisfaction with the present status of boxing. He argued that too many young fighters prioritized luxury and social media over improving their talents in the gym. Mayweather's comments quickly became more personal, with him insulting Davis and even bringing Shakur Stevenson, Tank's fellow lightweight challenger, into the argument. Mayweather went as far as making false statements about Tank's previous fights and publicly belittling the Baltimore local boxer. Floyd and Tank exchanged furious words on social media, sparking a public feud. The tensions only rose when Mayweather started giving advice to Tank's opponent, Frank Martin, ahead of their June 2023 fight. Floyd reportedly called Martin, a rising star in the lightweight class, to seek advice on how to beat Tank. Despite the assistance, Martin fell short in the ring. Tank knocked him out in the 8th round, solidifying his status as one of boxing's brightest stars. Floyd's presence in the fight, as well as his clear support for Martin, fueled the drama, resulting in one of boxing's most dramatic mentor-protege disputes ever. While Floyd's actions perplexed many, Tank's reaction to the feud was revealing. He didn't appear bothered by the criticism. Instead, he utilized it as motivation, demonstrating that he was more than capable of dealing with the fire from both his opponents and those in his corner, such as Mayweather. After knocking down Martin, Tank confronted the matter square on, declaring that he knew Floyd's involvement would not be enough to stop him. "It's cool, it's all right," he stated in an interview following the battle. "I don't think too much about it. He is not going to hurt me, do you understand? Honestly, it's better to argue with him than to be cool with him." This public feud between two men who once had a strong relationship has not only made headlines in the boxing world, but has also prompted concerns about Tank's future. It was evident from the start that Mayweather's counsel to Martin, combined with his constant comments regarding Tank's career, were intended to discredit Davis. But Tank, ever the showman, continued to demonstrate his unwavering resolve. He further suggested that the continuous battle was good for his career since it kept his name in the spotlight. Tank became one of boxing's most marketable and dangerous fighters thanks to his mental toughness and incredible skill. One of the crucial events in Tank's rivalry with Floyd occurred when he responded to Mayweather's bold comment. Floyd had openly discounted the significance of Tank's fight against Martin, calling it an easy win for Davis before suggesting that UFC bouts were more entertaining to watch than boxing. This public dismissal further fueled the emotions between the two. Instead of allowing it to influence him negatively, Tank continued to dominate in the ring, as seen by his victory over Martin. He remained focused on the task at hand while stating unequivocally that Floyd's influence in his career was over. In addition to his continuous battle with Mayweather, Tank has expressed his dissatisfaction with the sport of boxing. Tank has indicated growing displeasure with the direction of the sport, despite enjoying the celebrity and hefty paydays. In an honest interview with FightHub TV, he freely acknowledged to being fed up with boxing, labeling it trash and garbage. This revelation sent shockwaves through the boxing community, prompting fans to worry if the flamboyant boxer was about to abandon the sport permanently. Tank said that the sport no longer energized him in the same way it previously did. He expressed his growing unhappiness with the sport's repetitive character, in which spectators frequently advocated for battles that were forced or contrived rather than naturally entertaining. Despite these issues, Tank Davis has stated unequivocally that his retirement choice is not an emotional one, but rather one that he has thoroughly examined. Davis, only 30 years old, has already done a lot in the ring. He's had a great career, winning numerous world titles, being unbeaten, and has the knockout power that has made him a fan favorite. However, Tank has demonstrated an interest in life outside of fighting. He's focused on good business decisions, making money, and leaving the sport on his own terms. Davis's decision to retire in 2025 surprised many, especially given his status in the sport. However, Tank appears to have made a deliberate decision rather than a rushed one in ending his fighting career. Despite Tank's rhetoric of stepping away, he still has several important fights planned. Tank will defend his WBA lightweight championship against Lamont Roach Jr. on March 1st, in what looks to be another entertaining encounter. Roach, a gifted fighter who has made a career out of overcoming misfortune, will face a difficult task in dethroning one of boxing's most feared opponents. However, Tank does not appear to be underestimating his opponent. He recognized Roach's skill set, despite the fact that he is moving up from a lower weight class. Tank underlined that Roach was one of the fighters he developed in the sport, and he was aware of the hurdles he would encounter on fight night. While Davis is the overwhelming favorite, Roach's tenacity and versatility could be a major problem. During their fight's press conference, Tank shared his thoughts on why the Lomachenko fight did not take place, claiming that despite Lomachenko's status as one of the sport's top fighters, Roach was a formidable opponent for him. Tank also noted that many of the fighters they started with in the sport are no longer around, emphasizing the importance of maintaining a competitive mindset in his matches. Despite Roach's status as an underdog, the public's perspective of this bout could be significantly altered by how both men approach it. Tank's emphasis on his legacy has also been a big topic of contention. While some boxers spend their careers chasing the championships and accolades of boxing superstars, Tank has chosen a different path. He's not comparing himself to Floyd Mayweather or anyone else for that matter. Tank stated unequivocally in an interview with Fight Hype that he was unconcerned about his legacy in boxing. He had no need to prove anything to anyone other than himself. "I'll forever be the greatest, I'll be a forever G to myself," he said, implying that his self-esteem and confidence were sufficient to make him happy with his achievements. As Tank's final fights near, fans wonder what his legacy will be. His natural talent, loud nature, and knockout power have made him one of the most fascinating fighters to watch in recent years. But will he be regarded as an all-time great or as a fighter who never realized his full potential? Tank has made it apparent that he is not interested in trying to meet other people's expectations. Whether he retires undefeated or has a few more bumps in the road, Tank will leave his stamp on the sport in his own distinct way. Tank is looking forward to a couple more big battles after his scheduled bout with Roach Jr. While many expected him to face strong fighters such as Shakur Stevenson, that has yet to happen. Tank has also shown interest in a rematch with Ryan Garcia, who defeated the rising star in their April 2023 bout. With Garcia serving a suspension for a failing drug test, the rematch is expected to take place in 2025, giving Tank the opportunity to settle the score once and for all. But it's the probable fight with Teofimo Lopez that has boxing fans excited. Lopez, who now holds the WBO super lightweight belt, has long been a fan favorite to battle Tank. Davis has expressed interest in the bout, even suggesting he would slap the hell out of him if they ever met in the ring. With retirement on the horizon, Tank has already stated that his time in the ring is short. But before he leaves the sport, he intends to complete a few unfinished business, including those final fights. And, while his future is uncertain, one thing is certain: Tank Davis's impact on the world of boxing will not be forgotten. Tank has established himself as a fighter, promoter, and figure in the sport, and the boxing world is still waiting to see how it all plays out.